William asks a question. He says, I have a few questions for you. In Now What, that's one of my books, you talked about gaps in athletes and how to recognize them. It seemed pretty straightforward for someone who's focused on specific tasks and skill sets like throwing or football to see where they need improvement. I agree with you in track and field, but in team sports, you need an eye. You need to be able to see. Someone needs to tell you what your gaps are, but we won't worry about that. But what about someone who's not pursuing elite performance in a specific sport, but rather just wants to stay healthy and live longer? How do we think of identifying gaps in that case? Now, it's interesting. Okay, I'm going to read the rest of it, but the answer is I've already done the answer for you. It's my book, Can You Go? I was wondering if you'd recommend that older adults pick up a specific sport to focus on. That's an answer. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine, yeah. I mean, here in Murray, the pickleball courts are always filled at the centers. Doing that would give them a pirate map on how to proceed and feedback on where to improve. Or perhaps something like getting a kettlebell cert at 59 and a half like me. I love that. Lastly, I understand your focus on hypertrophy for those over 55. Would a focus on strength relative to body weight be as effective? Oh, well, yeah, because if your chin-ups and lifts go up and you keep your calories at a smart place, I mean, I think almost universally people's body comp improves. But remember, I added the thing about calories. Are we most concerned with decreased mass or loss of strength in aging adults? I would say the answer is both, that there's no either or on that. Lean body mass is a funny thing. I always tell people, once you hit a certain age, I mean, you just walk past a donut and you get fat. Lean body mass is huge. Bill Gifford did a wonderful job in his book, Spring Chicken, explaining it to you. Bill's got a new book coming out on heat, which I'm looking forward to. Brad Pilon did a really good book on heat also. But it would be both. So in Spring Chicken, he has those pictures of, 45-year-old and the 75-year-old, and the girth of the muscle of the thigh is the exact same, but when they look at it, the composition is completely different. It's just fascinating. So let's get back to your more important question. In the book Can You Go, I have a system called the 1, 2, 3, 4 assessment, and then from there's a Venn diagram. When you do it, you'll find out that 1 is a mobility client, 2s are body comp and mobility, most men I work with. 3s are body comp. Hi, I'm Dan John, and I'm a 3. I can't believe it, but I'm not. 2 weeks ago, I wasn't. I was under, my waistline was under 36 inches. This week, travel, don't get me started, but I'm a 3. 4s are combinations of body comp and strength. 5s are pure strength. 6 are people who have issues with strength and mobility. And then 7s have issues with everything. How do we figure out who you are? I have a series of tests, standing on 1 foot, waistline measurement, a body weight thing, 3 questions. Do you eat colorful vegetables? And of course, everyone says yes, which is also part of the assessment, because everyone says yes, that everyone I know eats nothing but colorful vegetables, and they exercise at least half an hour every day. But when you see them, their bodies do not reflect that discipline. And then there's some physical tests. So it's Can You Go? It's available at On Target Publications. I prefer you buy it there. And it's also available at that store online that's named after a river in South America. Can You Go has my whole system on how I assess normal people. I'm to the point with the assessments that I've actually had to branch out. I will be doing an update to the book right now. The working title is Tools of Coaching. I add a lot more tests. So on the stand on 1 foot test, I also include some ideas on how to practice stand on 1 foot. I mean, it's funny, we were in North Carolina, and my daughter noticed that sometimes I'll take one of my feet and I'll hook it behind my socks as I'm standing in line to practice standing on one foot. You can do step-ups. You can do targeted step-ups. You can do this speed skater drill, holding something on your head to maintain balance. There's all kinds of balance things you could do, and I'll add that in the next book. So the answer to you, my friend, William, is to quote, to paraphrase Dean Martin, buy my book. Can you go? And it's funny. I've always thought it's probably my best book. Well, ish. But it doesn't sell well. And I'm just not sure. But it's nice because you can just take the assessment practically by yourself. You just need a tape measure for 2 of the things. You need to answer the questions honestly. And if you feel like you can do those 4 physical tests. All right. Thank you. I hope that helped. Okay. Thank you.